Hi, I'm Michelle from Lakeland Retreats, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about if you're selling your holiday cottage or you're thinking of selling it, just some bits and pieces to keep in mind. We're going to look at what to do before evaluation, knowing your numbers, selling a property as a going concern, compliance, and any other little tips. So before you get a valuation for your holiday property, tell us. Pick up the phone, give us a ring, let us know what you're thinking. Before valuation, it is so important that the agents, whoever they are, see the property in their finest light and give you the very best valuation they can. Does your garden need a spruce up? Do we need to get the window cleaner in? Is there a hallway that's had a couple of suitcases on it this season and we could do with it being painted? There's so many things, but we want to make sure that you get the best out of any decision that you make. So please let us know before you have the valuation and we can make sure your property is looking sparkling. So secondly, you really need to know your numbers. Most agents will ask for it, and definitely people that are looking to purchase will definitely want to know your numbers. You really need at least 1 to 3 years books. And again, we're happy to help. Obviously, if you're on with Lakeland Retreats, we've got all this information for you. You might have a new holiday let that you haven't had it for very long, so it may not have got a lot of traction. It might not have as many repeat bookers as we want. So we're happy to have a look at everything for you and with you. Does your current holiday let have the opportunity to improve? Is there anything that a new buyer could possibly put into your property to have extra money? Could it be dog friendly and that's a decision that you've decided not to do yourselves, but it would impact somebody else that was buying? All these things are really crucial to think about and discuss with either ourselves or obviously with the agent that you're looking at. If you're thinking about selling your holiday cottage because you're not happy with the performance, you might be worried about registration, legislation, compliance, it could be a number of things that you're worrying about. The best time to, probably before you get a valuation is to speak to us, have that open and honest conversation to say, these are our concerns, because there might be quite a few of them that we can change and we can mitigate for you. If you're not happy with the performance, we can have a look at it. We can put you in touch with some fantastic third-party people that, can help with things like registration and compliance. So it kind of takes the pressure away. But ultimately, it is a really big decision and something that, you'll have to come to yourselves. So are you selling your property as a going concern? If I was buying a holiday cottage, I would want it to have forward bookings and money in the bank before I bought it. You're literally selling not just a property, but you're selling a business. You want it to be the most profitable thing that it can be so that you can sell it as usually a turnkey opportunity for somebody that wants an amazing small business in the Lake District. It's really important to think about your contracts. If you're putting a property on the market, obviously, there could be, if you're selling it to somebody that doesn't want to holiday let it again, you may want to think about putting a hold on some bookings for later on in the year. You might want to serve your notice just in case. But also, if you have that open and honest conversation with your managing agent, then you should be able to work together on it so that, the purchaser hopefully will have all the benefits of the business that they are buying. Things that I would be mindful of when selling as a going concern: if your property is going to sit on the market for 12, 18 months, that could actually hinder repeat bookers. Those bookers, those guests, those beautiful ones that come every year for the last 10 years, if they see your property has been on the market for the last 12 months, that does have a little bit of hesitation for them sometimes to rebook for the following year. So I would say once you make the decision for selling your holiday home, get on and do it. And, hopefully it sells that season so it doesn't impact any future bookings, especially for repeat ones. I also don't really think it's necessary, especially with today's selling agents marketing, to have a for sale board outside holiday cottages. It's not always the best experience for a guest to turn up to a sale board. So if we can, I wouldn't put them up. So compliance. You're selling a holiday cottage, but you're selling a business, and your business has lots of compliance that's come in for the last couple of years, which has been great to see for health and safety. But thankfully, with Lakeland Retreats, all of your compliance is, it's all with us, and we can support you and share that with your agents. For somebody that's purchasing your property that comes on and says, am I fully up to date with all my compliance and health and safety? Yes, you are. So there's a list of things that we capture as holiday let agents and yourselves capture as owners, and we can work with you and whoever's selling that to make sure that the clients have all the information that they need, and it's a really straightforward process. The compliance that we hold that would help anybody that's looking to purchase your property is your landlord's gas safety, an EICR, which is a 5-year electrical testing, and PAT testing of all portable appliances, an FRA, which is really, really important, a fire risk assessment. You definitely need to have a look at those first, and your chimney sweep. We've also been asked if you have any private water supplies on your property for water treatment, septic tanks, oil tanks, and if you've got any UV filters in the property. We do keep records of those and we can help during the process. So further tips when selling your holiday cottage: please don't sell, we don't want you to leave. But if you decide it is the right decision for you, just keep us informed. We want to help. We want to know who's looking after your property or who's looking at your property. And hopefully we'll be able to get to work with those people in the future as well. Tell us when your viewings are. Get your agent to tell us when our viewings are. Obviously, especially if you're at the height of the season, we're only going to be able to do viewings on changeover days. That's really important. And try and get your agent to fit them in kind of between 1 and 4. And if we know about it, we'll always make sure the property is clean and ready beforehand, and hopefully we can check it. If you've got an older property, like a big old stone brick house, again, give us a shout, because we'll want to go and put the heating on. We'll want to make sure it's really, really nice for any viewings that are taking place. It's really important as well to highlight in any agent's description of the property that it is a successful holiday let. Boast about it. Tell your agent as much information as you can. You're also more than welcome to give any agent all of our details so we can help massively during the process. And any particular parties, we're always happy to have conversation with them. In conclusion, selling any home, house, property, business is such a massive decision, and it's just got to be right for you. I just want you to know that Lakeland Retreats will help exactly where we can, and we'll be with you on the journey. If you've got to the end of my ramblings on selling a holiday home, and you're not with Lakeland Retreats and you definitely want more information or you're very interested, please give us a ring or send us a message and we'd love to hear from you.